Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Contingency X. My name's Travis, and today we are going to be talking about the Casio ProTrek watch. This particular model ProTrek watch is PRG270-1CR. I know that's kind of a long model number, but that's what this specific one is. The reason we're reviewing this today is we picked up this watch for a adventure, I guess you could say, that we're going to be going on here this year. One of the charities that Contingency X continuously sponsors and supports is called Hike for Life. And this year, we're going to be doing a 96-mile plus hike from the basin of Badwater Basin, which is the lowest point in the continental United States, all the way up to the peak of Mount Whitney, which is the highest point in the lower 40 or the lower 50 continental United States. So it's very important that we have the best gear. And one of the pieces of gear that I went out and got was the Casio ProTrek. The reason that I got this particular watch is, as you guys can see, I'm a huge Casio fan. I've been wearing them since I was, a young kid. And I know that they make great, solid products. I've never owned the ProTrek series watch before. And I know there's a ton of watches out there that are designed for trekking or backpacking, but this is one that I just felt familiar and comfortable with because of the brand. The reason that, I picked a new watch instead of going with my standard G-Shock is the ProTrek series watch is very unique because it actually has three functions that are very important when you're going backpacking, which is an altimeter, a barometer, and a compass. The reason that these are important is obviously with the altimeter, you want to know where you are in your journey. You can also understand what your body's doing at different heights, at different altitudes, and keep track of that. The barometer is important because it helps you kind of not predict, but see what weather patterns are doing, what's going on with the outside temperature. So you can kind of see if there's a storm coming in or if anything else is happening around you that you might not notice right off the bat. Then of course a compass. You can never go wrong with a compass. This particular one is digital. We don't want to be out, in the middle of nowhere or Mount Whitney getting lost. A couple of other cool features about this particular watch is it is solar powered. That's great for us because we don't have to worry about batteries. We don't have to worry about the watch dying in the middle of an adventure. It's going to continuously rock and roll. So when you take a look at this particular watch, you have your three main controls, or what Casio calls their ABC, the altimeter, barometer, and compass. And on the right side here is the sensor. Now, this particular sensor will allow the altitude to be read from negative 700 meters all the way up to 10,000 meters. And it will read barometric pressure from 260 HPA to 1100 HPA. So it's got a very wide, very solid range to it, and this should be more than efficient for anything that we're going to be doing on this specific trip. Now, this particular model of the Casio ProTrek retails, you should be able to find it, either online or REI or your favorite trekking store for under $200. It's not their most expensive one, but I didn't see what the other models had that this didn't have. So I went for a good middle ground and bought this particular model. A couple of other key features to note on here is that this is water resistant up to 100 meters. So it's not as strong as some of the G-Shocks as far as diving or things of that nature, but it's not meant for that. I mean, this has a sensor on it to be reading outside temperature and altitude and so on and so forth. So of course it's not going to be as solid as some of the G-Shocks for diving. Not a diving watch, this is a trekking watch. We can go through here and hopefully our camera can see some of this. When we push the altimeter button, you can see that it's going to go ahead and pick up some different settings here. You have a digital readout as well as a graph readout. You can look at your barometric pressure settings here. Again, you have a digital readout as well as a graph readout, and then your compass, which is going to tell you here up top that we're pointing southwest as far as the watch is concerned, your degrees, so on and so forth. So it's a great watch, sub $200. This is probably a watch that I'll continuously wear on a daily basis just so I can get more and more familiar with the controls. What our plan is during the Hike for Life, we're going to be doing a full documentary on our adventure. And so we're going to be talking about more on the products and so on and so forth when we get back. But we wanted to go ahead and show you what the watch looked like, brand new, out of the box, never been worn, and give you guys an idea of some of the gear that we're going to be taking on this trip. Now, the Hike for Life, if you guys want more information on that, please definitely go to hikeforlifeusa.com. Join them on their social media, Facebook, Instagram, so on and so forth. It's a great company doing great things to raise awareness for veteran suicide. And then please also make sure that you guys subscribe to our channels, our Facebook, YouTube, our Instagram for contingencyx.com. All of that information for both companies will be in the information below. So subscribe, like, share both companies. We appreciate your support. We look forward to testing out all of this great gear and letting you guys know what we think when we get back from this adventure later on this year. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. We'll do our best to get back to you as soon as we can. Until then, be safe, have fun, continue to do what you guys do best, and we look forward to talking to you guys soon. Thanks.